Hey everybody, this is me, Daniel Hutchins, and today we're doing a couple of videos throughout today. But today's video we're talking about is from our friend Screen Rant. So today from Screen Rant, we are talking about our new Asian superhero, Shang-Chi. So Shang-Chi power level is comparable to that of Hulk and Thor. Now that's said by the director. Director Destin Creighton has revealed that Shang-Chi's power is comparable to Hulk and Thor at the end of Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Now this was from a couple days ago, guys, so don't be fooled, because when I usually do some articles from a couple days ago, so that still means they're still fresh, or at least somewhat fresh. But okay, so anyway, we're going to be talking about more Shang-Chi. Warning, there are some Shang-Chi spoilers. So Shang-Chi and the Legend of Ten Rings director has said that Zhang may lose the comparable powers levels to Thor and Hulk. Marvel Studios' exclusive return to the big screen has also marked the arrival of the franchise's newest Asian superhero. Naturally, there's still a lot of questions regarding this character, including just how powerful he is in nature. I mean, characteristically speaking. But as with the most origin stories of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Shang-Chi and the Legend of Ten Rings did a good job establishing a good backstory on a character and setting up his future. Now, the two after-credit scenes in particular were expected to be a jumping point for Shang-Chi's next adventure in the Marvel Universe. While it's still mostly contained, though, it still features connections to the bigger franchise through cameos from Wong and Captain Marvel, among others. But since the character is expected to join his friends sooner or later, there are queries about how he ranks in terms of skill set. Okay, guys, so that's what we're visiting. But related to this article is where Wong was taken to Abomination after their Shang-Chi fight. But we're not talking about that, we're talking about someone else. So in a conversation with Collider, who is another good friend of ours from our channel, Creighton had addressed that Shang-Chi is in the same level as Thor and Hulk in terms of the raw power energy. And director has said that it depends on the beginning of the Shang-Chi and Legend of Ten Rings that he was surely lagging. But by the end of this blockbuster, things have significantly had changed. It depends if how you're looking at it, talking about the beginning of the movie or the end of the movie. I think that by the end of this movie, I think he is, standing up in a similar level to some of his favorite friends from the MCU. For fun, we debated things, but I don't really see or know the answer to it. But I'm sure we'll explore them in the future. Okay, so Shang-Chi's significant power increase can be chalked up to him inheriting the Ten Rings from Wenwu. Just before the leader of Ten Rings had died, he decided to pass on the mystical weapon to his son, allowing him to wield their power. While Shang-Chi and the Legend of Ten Rings revealed that the Mandarin, using them for thousands of years before us, has seemed like their true powers have been unlocked after Shang-Chi utilized them for the very first time. This is evidenced by Wong's revelation that this was felt by the masters of the mystic arts, all the way to Kamartaj, which is a location from Doctor Strange. But perhaps another indication is the change in color from the rings, from icy to blue to golden. Okay, this makes sense because Shang-Chi's inevitable counter with the rest of the Avengers makes it more exciting to be seen in Shang-Chi and the Legend of Ten Rings. After the credit scenes, he's officially welcomed the MCU's core hero group. As for the Ten Rings, expect to learn more about them moving forward in the universe. But although this film has established their history with Wenwu, there are still a lot of questions regarding their true origins. Only then will the extent of Shang-Chi's powers be fully revealed later. So, there's also some other stuff. There is every confirmed Avenger in Phase 4. And, of course, all of our sources are from Collider, but they're here on ScreenRant.com. So, let's go to every confirmed Avenger in Phase 4. Okay, this is just a bonus that ties up with Phase 4. So Shang-Chi and Legend 10 Rings mid-credit scene confirms at least parts of the new Avenger lineup from the heroes after Endgame. This was a couple days ago, guys, just to kind of clear you guys all up. But spoilers ahead for Shang-Chi and Legend 10 Rings. So after the Infinity Saga has concluded, Marvel slowly confirming the new Avenger lineup for MCU Phase 4. Even then, the MCU expands with ventures into brand new storytelling territory. Earth's heroes are still expected to maintain their place as the franchise's premier superhero team. After the fight against Thanos, however, it's still unclear who's left on this roster, as half of the original members, such as Iron Man, Black Widow, and Captain America, are no longer members on this roster, as well as what newcomers might officially join the team. So at some point, Marvel Studios remains numb about the plans for Avengers 5. The film isn't even in the franchise-confirmed current roster, but the mix of movies and shows set through 2023. Instead, the focus is on individual and team-up projects. Disney Plus shows like WandaVision, Falcon Winter Soldier, and Loki has put the spotlight on previous supporting characters that take their leadership roles like Scarlet Witch, Sam Wilson, and as the new Captain America, but then meanwhile, from the big screen, it's a mix of origin stories like Shang-Chi, Eternals, and Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, and Thor. This doesn't mean, however, the Earth's heroes will no longer factor in the MCU, though. It's just that it will take a little while before they headline another film. But patience, people, because patience brings you good things. Like the legend always says, patience brings you good things. So related to this article, a Shang-Chi cast and character guide of all the returning characters. Okay, but we're not talking about that, we're talking about someone else. So one indication that the Avengers are still important in the universe today, and Marvel Studios recently confirmed who's officially in their lineup. The MCU returned exclusively to theaters with Destin Daniels Crane's Shang-Chi and Legend 10 Rings, led by Simu Liu. While this solo film mostly contained narrative, it's also featured connections to the bigger franchise itself, including clues that the current active members of the Avengers joined its mid-credit scene. First on the list we got Doctor Strange. After starring in his own movie in 2017, Stephen Strange joined the rest of the Marvel Cinematic Universe in Infinity War. As part of the fight against Thanos, at that point, it's been 2 years since he became a member of the Mastic Mystical Arts and protector of the Eye of Agamotto. He's played a massive part in the eventual defeat of the Mad Titan, setting the Avengers plan in motion after peeking into the future and learning the way of how they could emerge the winner. Following the Infinity Saga, he's about to be more important to the franchise and deals in the multiverse. Although Doctor Strange didn't physically appear in Shang-Chi, Wong, who's the sidekick, involvement and an indication that he's in on what's happening with the 10 Wings, so it makes sense that he's involved with the new version of the Avengers. Next on the list is Sidekick Wong. Yep. So, introduced in Scott Derrickson's Doctor Strange film, as well, Wong was the loyal and extremely skilled fellow sorcerer to Strange since the beginning of their magical journey. The master of mystic arts, known for no-nonsense approach of things, has often seen the voice of reason when Strange is tempted to do something too dangerous or brash. But as seen as in the first Spider-Man No Way Home trailer, as the Sorcerer's role from the MCU expands after Multiverse is unleashed, Wong has appeared poised to take more prominent role in MCU as he should, seen as though how he is incredibly powerful. Currently, he's out doing side adventures separate from Doctor Strange. In Shang-Chi and Legend 10 Rings, he's revealed to have an interesting partnership with the Hulk villain Abomination. He's also the one to summon Shang-Chi and Katie, the Taj, discuss the origins of 10 Rings as well. Next on the list is Bruce Banner and the Hulk. Joining Wong and Shang-Chi and Katie's huddle in Shang-Chi Legend 10 Rings, mid-credit scene is Bruce Banner. This marks his first sighting in the MCU since Avengers Endgame. Interestingly, however, Smart Hulk is back to his human form of Bruce Banner, although it's worth noting that he's still nursing his arm injury he got from executing the reverse snap. As one of the three remaining Avengers still active in the franchise, it makes sense that he's part of the revamped team. He's keeping tabs on what's happening and being a contact point for Wong. After his appearance in Shang-Chi and Legend 10 Rings, Banner will next appear in She-Hulk. She-Hulk is the cousin of Hulk, and the upcoming Disney Plus series stars Tatiana Maslany, who will play the hero's cousin. Like I said, the cousin, Jennifer Walters. The show will likely explain how the Smart Hulk is back to being Bruce Banner. Related to this article, Shang-Chi confirms the MCU timeline is completely broken post-Endgame. We're not talking about that, we're talking about someone else. Next on this list is Captain Marvel. While Carol Danvers, Brie Larson has also recently been introduced to the MCU, she's been around far longer. As Anna Boden and Ryan Fleck's Captain Marvel revealed, she's actually been the inspiration for the Avengers Initiative. Given that, it's also sensible that she's more involved with the Earth's Mightiest Heroes operation, even if her main focus is still in the wider cosmos. With Banner, Danvers joined the huddle about the Ten Rings and Shang-Chi's mid-credit scene, confirming that Wenwu's weapons are not Chitauri tech. Although she had abruptly left discussing she had another call, it would appear that she's been keeping in regular touch with her Earth-based counterparts. Now, Captain Marvel is slated to appear next in her second movie, where she joins Monica Rambeau and Kamala Khan for her new adventure. Next on the list is Shang-Chi. The newest hero of MCU turns out to also be the new Avenger. Now, Shang-Chi promo spots of Shang-Chi and Legend 10 Rings tease that, but the movie itself made an official after Master Kung Fu is welcomed to that team. After the defeat of Wenwu, Wong has summoned Katie and Shang-Chi in the mid-credit scene to talk about the artifacts Shang-Chi inherited from his dad and why they're sending out this beacon. Now, apparently, when he used the 10 Rings for the first time in Ta Lo, it was felt in Kamar-Taj. Now, the 10 Rings are not the Sorcerer's Codex, or they're not vibranium or Chitauri tech, further deepening this mystery of their origin. This will likely be a major narrative arc for Shang-Chi for now, but he's been recruited to MCU's Phase 4 new iteration for the Avengers. As Wong has cautioned, he and Katie have a long road ahead of him. As Banner sardonically told him, "Welcome to the circus." So, those are just a couple of characters that we already know will be in the next lineup for Avengers in Phase 4. If you guys like this content, please hit that thumbs up button. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what other characters you think are going to be in Avengers in Phase 4. And you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your morning. I'm probably going to be eating lunch with my grandparents soon, and then I'll be back again. So, yeah, that's what's going on. Bye.